Now, if you're craving that theatrical experience and you don't think you're going to be able to go the route of just buying out a theater, there are a few other things that you could consider to do some type of premiere. If you're not going to have a premiere at a festival, or you want additional live screenings with folks and not just having it streamed on a platform, there are a few different ways that you can do that. Now, we mentioned buying out a theater, but besides that, you could look at partnering with a local indie theater. That might be a little bit easier to negotiate. You could also look at a comedy club or a coffee house or even retirement homes or a college or a nonprofit. Now, if you go the route of partnering with a comedy club, obviously it's going to be a best fit if your subject matter is a comedy. And that's something that we did with a couple of our films. We didn't use it for a premiere, but we did it for a couple different events connected to the movies. Now, with our movie Hitting the Nuts, that was a mockumentary, we had the premiere and some festival runs, but we did, back when people still watched DVD, a DVD release party at the comedy club, and members of the cast were there at the comedy club, and we had one person who's a stand-up comedian do a short set at the beginning of the evening, and then we had folks who were part of the cast that were from various improv troupes do kind of an improv comedy jam, and then we sold the DVD while we were there and made a great party and kind of experience out of that. And we partnered with the local comedy club, and they were happy to host that event on like a non-premium night when they would typically do a lot on their own with stand-ups coming through the door. And then we took sales off the DVD, and we took admission from folks coming, and they got to make money on drink and food orders, and it was a great partnership. And then we repeated a similar model when I released Smells Like Community Spirit. I had a DVD release party, and we had a screening of the film at the comedy club. And again, I took admission from the screening, I sold copies of the DVD, and then the comedy club kept money from the food and drink orders. Now, you could consider doing something similar with if there's a local college or university that you're part of the alumni, or that other people that were involved with the film are alumni from that college. They might be excited to host a screening of the film in one of their theaters. Or if there's a local coffee shop that you have a connection to and there's some sort of synergy there, they might consider doing something to the approach that we did with the comedy club. Now, I mentioned retirement homes, and that might sound really strange to you, but retirement homes or nursing homes, senior living facilities, a lot of times they're looking for interesting activities to offer to their residents, and they're looking for ways for them to connect to the community. And a lot of them have really nice facilities that might include a theater or a screening room. So you can contact your local facility and see if that's something that they want to entertain, where their residents could be a part of that. You could also invite folks from your community and have a celebration and a screening or a premiere with your film, and that would be a free way to do that. Now, the other way would be with a nonprofit partner. Again, if your film lines up with a cause, and you have that coalition and cause that are aligned in that way, a nonprofit might want to host a screening of your film as well, and that's a route that you can go as well. If you're all in alignment, they find that's a great way to draw awareness to the cause that they're promoting, then they might want to put a screening together for your film and host it that way. So those are some ways that you can explore to spend little to no money, or maybe even generate revenue and have a theatrical-like screening experience. Now, regardless of which route you choose, when you do those screenings, again, be prepared to capture emails. Have a place for folks to sign up if they want to find out more about your film, or that you could do a giveaway of the film or some other promotion. Capture that momentum, capture those emails. You may even want to have a QR code for them to scan that will take them to the film website or a social media page. You could have a digital download card where they go ahead, they pay money for a digital download card, and then that gives them a code to download the film once they paid for it. And then make sure that you have a Square account or something similar to a Square account where you can actually charge credit cards with your phone or a tablet if you have any merchandise or DVDs to sell.